I had discovered the two visages of Columbine, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, her face identical to her icy profile. As for Harlequin, his mocking glance no longer fooled me. His bright eyes were betrayed by his drunkard's jaws. I had wild visions of man belching out his foul wastes in clouds of smoke, and leaving all that nature bestowed on him strewn in ashes where he had passed. Against the stormy sunset, electric pylons stood like scaffolds on which my last hopes would hang. And my sight was blurred, for I still grovelled in the dust from which I came. I could imagine oceans swollen with melting ice caps, hurling forth the first waves of redemption of an approaching flood. Water surged black from its source, wild nature foaming at the mouth. Though there was no sign of rain, the waters were slowly and deceptively rising, drowning the trees and the fish. Wherever my feet led me, even along the emancipating shores of the sea, I felt doom descending on me from the skies which had willed it. But then there were the birds, for which this same sky was a hope and a challenge. I saw the seagull amid spray and rocks, going without effort where I could not hope to go. I, son of Daedalus and Icarus, and that cut me to the quick of my love of liberty. I felt myself still a prisoner in the very caves which had cribbed my simian ancestors. I thought, happy are they who sleep under the palms, lulled by the ripples of the ocean. Beyond their grey stones I thought I could make out a vague reflection of tranquillity. But I also saw the Inferno, just as I had heard it described, a lake of boiling pitch and glowing embers, where sensual pleasures dragged on in desperate endlessness. And through the feverish flames of my imagination loomed the weirdest phantasms they call reality. Until I remembered the song of my ancestors. Escape, my friend. Imagine you're a gazelle on the mountainside. The world is nothing but a mirror, in which you see no more than what you bring to it. Freedom has no need of earthly food. On the peaks there is nothing but stones for our aching stomachs, but there is heady ether for our minds. The russet moon, reflecting the lights of the city, is not a dream of what cannot be. Follow Cyrano to the skies, fly straight to the planets of the night. Go, ride your firecracker to the conquest of Selene and the infinite space beyond. In the oceans of the moon, the sky is nothing but a reflection of spring on the flowery branches of your childhood. For there are nights when, at the end of the muddy road, our fences and our whole world dissolves into dreams. Thus, I was free, and I didn't know it. So, I hoisted sail on my stranded boat and weighed the anchor of my superstitions. I left behind on the shore the shoes that had borne me through the daily grind, and the bottle that had helped me bear it. The struggle day in day out is over. No more will I join in the song of the fishermen drawing their empty nets. I have done with the trekking in the desert, where sand only leads to more sand, and man becomes as one with his camel. I set sail on an endless sea, under a sky bright with new light. I left at sunrise for a new day beyond the black horizon. Goodbye, my dears. The memory of your warm flesh fades, and your faces are blurred images that I can reshape at will. Farewell, my love. I turn my back on the temptations of your veils and the delights of your body. Led by their instinct, I followed the birds in their long journey. Beyond the cities my brothers conceived, I followed the straight flight of the birds. My spirit soared above the clouds, higher even than the birds who led me on. And so I followed the birds to the wondrous evening of their fate and of mine. Daedalus, Icarus, my forefathers, here I am. I have touched the sun without burning my wings. I have kissed the moon, who hides behind the clouds when a lover casts his spells. I have wandered in the land of phantasms among the glittering dragons of the zodiac. My brain has transformed imagination into figments of reality. Since then, the world is not what it was. It rains flowers now that the sky and the sea are in collusion, and the sails of my boat blossom into red petals. The gull, rising from a flower of my imagination, has more freedom than her sister in reality. The carefree sails of my spirit glide among the clouds of my heavenly garden. And now at last I am ready to set forth along the colorful shores of the unknown to solve the last mystery of the universe, myself.